Welcome to the final part of Maiden in the Blackwater, and this time we're doing the fucking bonus chapter, which is essentially the Dead or Alive crossover. Not even a joke, it's Ayane from Dead or Alive. It's Stranger in the Rain, let's go. Ayane is a ninja from the Mugen Tenshin ninja clan's Henjimon sect. Her mission to search for a missing girl, Tsumugi Tarashina, last seen near Mount Hikami. Ayane spins a purple thread which should help lead her to the girl. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a weird one, and it's an interesting one because we get a returning feature, which we'll see a bit later on. But first, this.
It's pitch black.
Tsumugi. Purple thread seems to lead to that abandoned inn. Yep. I hope I'm not too late. Oh, I'm sure you're not. Not at all. Anyway, here's Ayane. And, yeah, she's from Dead or Alive. Which many people know as that booby fighting game. With the boobies that jiggle. Booby very much. Yeah, it's a really weird crossover with a game like this. But, you know, same publishers, so I guess. Which way? We'll hold down the purple thread, because that is essentially our ghost view now. Yep, purple thread. Purple thread shows quickest route to Tsumugi's location. Follow the thread to find Tsumugi. Got it. Sure, this will be very handy. That way. As a note, I am never going to use this if the game makes me, so yeah, same thing as the Ghost Vision thing, it's just never going to come into play. It's a short chapter too, so it's useless. Mobile's blocking the way, I've got to find another route. Fun! Oh well, I could try going upstairs. Yeah, sure, we'll go upstairs. Notice how she doesn't really have any kind of method of attacking these fucking ghosts so far? You're about to see how well her, moves are gonna fare in this game.
Didn't sense anything.
Ayane agreed to look for a missing girl named Tsumugi. Stealing herself into the abandoned inn on Mount Hikami, she was severely wounded by a malicious ghost. How can she fight off these supernatural foes? Ayane made her escape, realizing she made it to help a forbidden magic. Yeah, her fucking sword can't do shit. So, guess what she ends up getting? You'll find out soon, but now it's time for the second thread. That which should not be. The spirits of the dead. Unable to detect their presence, Ayane covers herself with protective charms and heads back to the mountain. Now, I could do this in Nightmare mode, because we do have Nightmare mode now, which is for players wanting to overcome their worst fears. I'm not doing that, though, because normal has been hard enough, and I don't want to go through the game again on Nightmare. I've gone through it, like, once, one chapter twice. I'm good. So we're doing this on normal. Also, we have ink balls, which is special ink that allows us where to be hidden from ghosts. It's essentially our type, in a sense. It's a special little thing that we have for this chapter only, the special chapters. And only have Herb Medicine, Sacred Waters, and Mirror Stones afterwards. So yeah, that's the items for this entire thing. It's purple ties. Let's go. When confronted by spirits in the netherworld, Ayane is forced to make her fast retreat from the mountain. She heads in search for means to fight her new opponents. And can you guess what that fighting is going to be? Because you may recognize it from another game that we've done beforehand in the same series.
This enchantment will bring you to the brink of death. I hope you can withstand the pain.
I am no stranger to pain. Do you hate your sister? Huh? Do you hate yourself? Very well. This will make you stronger. What's this?
Go on, take it. Those who reside on the mountain, they cannot stand the brightness of the spirit stone flashlight.
Yep. The Shadow Sigil, a curse that allows us to use to connect to the world of the dead. It's a great back tattoo. Enables the user to sense ghosts while masking their own presence. Yeah, really good way of doing that. Anyway, yeah, we have the fucking flashlight again. Except in this game, it's been nerfed since the 4th game. I sense something. I feel it. It's different from before. Yeah, you can see the fucker. So you have the spirit filament, will react to a ghost's presence to indicate its status. Essentially, if it's blue, it's unaware, completely unaware of our presence. If it is yellow, it is searching. It has sensed us and it's looking for us. Even when they cannot see us, ghosts can hear her if she makes a sound. So, yeah. And if it's attacking, they know where they are and are ready to attack. We'll go up to the spirit, and we will pretty much have it notice us. If you don't run and avoid making noise, ghosts will not notice you. However, there's something you need to keep in mind. The game now forces me to use the trail, which, guess what? Makes a fucking sound. Yeah. It seems ghosts can sense the purple thread. They can also see it, I guess. I should reel it back in before they react to it. Ghosts notice you when you make noise, so attention and move away from the ghost and stand still for a while. Because I retracted, we'll give us this. Avoiding these guys could be tricky. I should give this thing a try. Now it's time for the fucking flashlight, which we know how this works, but it's the only means by which Ayane can fight ghosts. Flash the flashlight at ghosts multiple times to temporarily stun them. Yep. You can also charge up the flashlight to stun ghosts just one flash. Ghosts will cover after a while, but they will have lost track of Ayane by then. Use spirit flashlight wisely to get past ghosts that are in your way. Yep, it got fucking downgraded, because now the flashlight can only stun, not defeat. In Fatal Frame 4, it can attack. Not here. It's noticed me. That seems to have some effect, but I'll need to hit it hard with something stronger. Time for that charge move. Takes a bit, but there you go. Now I can put it away. Seems the ghost's been weakened. This is my chance to get past. Then let's get past. Your concealment gauge does not recover until while you are running. To let it recover, move away from ghosts and stand still for a while. So yeah, off we fucking go away from him. And we managed to get away from him. Easy as. There you go. I can't sense it anymore. With the flash on the Cedra sigil, I should be able to get Tsumugi out of here. Hopefully we will. Anyway, yeah, that's how this works. So, yeah, we can't upgrade the flashlight. I'm pretty sure we could in the fucking 4th game, but not here. Also, it hasn't noticed me. Should I wait for it to go away? Who knows? Ghosts be drawn to any noise you make. Walking will alert them more than when you stand still, and running will quickly bring them down upon you. The safest option is to stand still and wait for the spirit to go past, then walk upstairs. Yeah. This entire chapter is a fucking stealth mission. Which, you know, Fatal Frame has a great stealth mechanic. The entire series is so well known for stealth. I can sense there's 3 of them. If ghosts are too close to you, you have to move the consumer gauge to go down, you'll be spotted. Sometimes you may have to quickly approach a ghost, stand up with a stone flashlight. Yep. So, yeah. Anytime we're going to do this shit, I just have to, you know, bring the flashlight out and hold it down. Because doing multiple flashes, not fucking worth it. And yeah, this is how the entire trip is going to work out. I will grab some items, because guess what? All the items that were here from, like, the previous chapter, they're here again. It's just a bit different, because now a lot of the film are gone. Because, you know, we don't have film. Also, Ayane's health is very low. Like, she only has half what everyone else had. So that's fun. Also, the camera's great. But yeah, for the most part, this flashlight, literally a mechanic taken from the fucking 4th game, and just downgraded. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why we can't just defeat ghosts with the flashlight that we could in the 4th game. But, yeah, now it just stuns, and I don't get the explanation why. Though I have some theories, and you'll soon see why I have those theories. But right now, upstairs, in case you're wondering, if you were thinking that we are done with all the readables, and they would never appear again in this entire fucking bonus chapter, you're wrong. You're wrong. There's more archive shit here as well. Let me go ahead and grab it for you. It's got paper on the rain-soaked concrete. I can't stay at home anymore. It's me. I shouldn't be there. My mother and sister get hurt when they try to be nice. I'm weak and I'm lost. I'm so weak and I can't even kill myself. I wish I could disappear. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna be getting some notes from this, throughout this. Also, genuinely, the stealth shit is not great. Especially when you're grabbing items, because these fuckers immediately recover while you're reading. So, you know, when the ghost is right behind you and you're reading shit, and then you get out of the reading and they're just back to normal and they're about to kick your ass, it's not fun. Even when opening doors, they recover. I don't like it much. I don't like this bonus chapter much. It is legitimately not fun. But yeah, for the most part, we're going on a bit of a different route, but essentially, we're going the same direction as Yuri went when it comes to where we're going. We're going to that fucking shrine area, Shrine of Emerald, and yeah, we're taking a bit of a detour around the tunnel and shit, but we are getting there. Also, we don't get many points from doing this shit. We don't get fatal frames, we don't get shutter shots or anything like that. All we do get is stunning. So yeah, this isn't a very points-heavy chapter, and it's not supposed to be because you can't upgrade her. But we can make the most of it. And yeah, I mean, the flashlight is fine. I didn't mind it in, like, the 4th game. It's just, I wish it wasn't so downgraded here. Because, like, my thought was, it's not so much the camera, but the spirit stone that actually matters to the ghost being harmed and shit. The fucking Camera Obscura has the spirit stone, so does this flashlight. So you'd think they would both have the same kind of element to it, but the 5th game kind of, you know, does something different, I guess. But we can still take pictures of ghosts, like we can here. Easy as. There goes Tsumugi. I can't see her, but there she goes. Was that Tsumugi? No, it couldn't be. It couldn't have been. Yeah, we're going that way. Not through that gate. This is where the purple thread is telling me to go. That must have been an illusion. Or perhaps it was a vision of the past. Anyway, the thread will lead me to Tsumugi. I just have to trust in it. So yeah, we're not going that way, we're going this way. And of course, get past this fucking ghost again, so let me just go ahead and get my fucking flashlight out and prepare myself. There we go. Where are you? There you are. Alright, off we go. Now, we're going to the Womb Cavern, and this area sucks because there's 2 ghosts here. And they spawn right in front of your face. So, you know, not fun. See? I don't even get any items here. It's not worth it. I just run. There are items around here, but it's not fucking worth it. And what's worse, the stun is not that long. Like, the stun only lasts, like, what, 4 or 5 seconds, then they get back up? That's not fucking worth it. Like, I wish there was an upgrade system for this, so that you can just, you know, upgrade the fucking thing to last longer on the stuns, you know? But no, you can't do that. Anyway, there's this bitch. I'm going to avoid her. I'm going to grab this, which is an ink bottle. A bottle of ink used for dark arts. The magic of the ink brings the user closer to death. So yeah, those boxes can now either contain the the shitty little things that will get rid of your whole flower meter, or ink balls, which are worth 10,000 points, and will let you be hidden completely. So, you know, now we gotta figure out which is an ink bottle and which is just a fucking little thingo. Little match. It's kind of shit. I don't know why they couldn't just, you know, I don't know, make it look like the fucking water bottle instead. It looks like a fucking water bottle. Like, why can't it be that instead of, you know, a fucking ember? It's not great. Anyway, getting the fuck out of here now. We go around here, because it gets around that ghost, and we can get a healing item. So, yeah. For the most part, pretty interesting, I guess you can say. You know? I'm not a fan of the sneaking mechanic here, but it's interesting to decide to, you know, change things up. By the way, her tits do jiggle, in case you're wondering. The mechanic is still there. The feature is still there. This one looks like trouble. It's a ghost, but it reeks of blood. Kinda. That must be the blood of its victims. It may have been human once, but I doubt there's any humanity left now. Oh, come on, leave the guy alone. I better make sure it doesn't notice me. I'll make sure on that by flashing my light in its fucking retinas. There we go. And now we bail. So yeah, this is essentially how this entire chapter goes. And now we go essentially the exact same route as Yuri did. So yeah, we're gonna head right, and then we're gonna head around to the right side, through those doors, out to the back, go all the way up to the stairs, and then leave. But that's how this is gonna work. It's very obvious. There are no ghosts around this building. We're pretty much in a clear spot. There are a few ghosts near the end, which is, you know, near the shrine. We're going to the path, so there's gonna be like about 4 ghosts at the path area. And I will mention, I will admit, I do have a bit of trouble with them, but that's because of the fact that this flashlight mechanic, it legitimately could have been done better in this game. And I mean, it was done better. Fatal Frame fucking 4 did it better. But again, they changed it to make it worse, and I don't know why. Anyway, we're going to the shrine now, and we're nearing the end of this chapter, by the way. Because the shrine legitimately is going to be our exit. Much like it was for Yuri when it came to her first act. It's just we have some ghosts around that we gotta stun. There's one there, there's one over here. And they're all coming for me. They're all looking at me, and I'm pretty much gonna get caught now. And they're all pissed. And, yeah. So that's fucking annoying. I stun them both. Get some shit. I run past this bitch. The camera does not want to be nice to me. Oh, she's a falling lady. She's easy, though. There you go. And I get my ink bottle. And now I fuck off. Notice how, because we got attacked, I believe, our filament on the right, we have less of it now. Keep that in mind. Because, yeah, it means that we're going to be more easily noticed as time goes on, I guess. So that's fun. So you want to make sure you kind of keep that bar as high as possible. I think that's the gimmick here. Just gotta wait for the opportune time to hit her. Just gotta wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now. There we go. Got paper on the rain-soaked ground. I don't need a voice. Mine is like my mother's, more like my sister's is. I wish it were the other way, then it would have been easier. If I'm quiet, no one gets hurt. Nobody will be sad. Yeah, that's definitely Tsumugi. Anyway, she's back up now. I'm gonna get rid of her. She doesn't see me, but still. And now we can leave. 1337. Tsumugi, she's inside. That was a vision. Is this another effect of the Shadow Sigil? Tsumugi must be trapped and close to death. It may be true of me as well. Well, we made a great decision today. I'll tell you that much. Ayane cast a spell on herself, bringing her closer to death. Enveloped in darkness, she followed a purple thread connected to her target, Tsumugi. The thread led her to the Shrine of the Ephemeral, located on the summit of Mount Hikami. That's literally that part of the chapter. Anyway, there you go, S+. Easy. Now it's time for part 3. The purple thread connected to the Tsumugi vanishes at the Shrine of the Ephemeral atop Mount Hikami. Ayane makes her way in. This is going to be a very interesting bit, and as you can see, the paper did add in 98% now. The Shrine of the Ephemeral. Let's go. The purple thread leads Ayane to the Shrine of the Ephemeral on Mount Hikami's summit. She heads inside the old shrine, which seems to exude darkness itself. And we get no cutscene, we just start off right in the bit, so... This one is much shorter than the last one, by the way. Because that was a whole path through a map to get there. This, however, nah. Purple thread is getting stronger. Tsumugi must be close. There is a paper right in front of me, which is the last readable in the fucking game, by the way. What appears to be a scrap of notebook paper has been dropped here. She told me I could be strong, as long as I have this thread. I don't know what to do. I want to be strong. Feeling I can't be strong is worse than not thinking at all. So yeah, that is the last readable in the fucking game. Here's a stone mirror. Basically, that should be all of them. The problem is that I'm not going to get 100% on Archive, because in order for me to get that, I have to get Ren's 2 other endings, which I'm not doing. So we're going to be like stuck on 99%. Sorry, but I don't find it worth it to me to go be Ren fucking Hojo at like 2 bits in the game, replaying the same fucking chapter twice just to get that done. It's not worth it. Anyway, what is worth it is getting around all these assholes and essentially trying to get through this entire place, because again, it's a bit of a maze, but when you know the easiest path forward, not that big of a deal. Take care of this bitch. Run past. This is legitimately the entire game right now, by the way. There we go. Oh, another ghost noticed me. And she's inside the wall. Okay. She doesn't notice me, so I can just sneak past. There we go. The reason I'm heading here is because there is another ink bottle here, so I'll go ahead and grab that for points. Though, there are 2 ghosts here which are very annoying from the get-go. So, you know. Alright, get rid of you now. Unfortunately, the other bitch can see me. So off I go running. And getting stuck on the fucking door. I managed the way, though. Alright. Now to take care of this bitch. Why, game? Why? Well, now she's, you know, gone through the wall again and she's fucking off. I'll stun her anyway, but yeah. And now we run. We head here, we head left, and congratulations, you have beaten this part of the chapter. We can now go see the cutscene where we see Tsumugi go into this haunted hell room.
We made it.
Ayane searched the Shrine of the Ephemeral. She located and rescued Tsumugi, who was being swallowed by the Black Water. An unseemly presence surrounded the pair. Beings in the netherworld were all around. So yeah, I guess this takes place at like the very beginning of the fucking game. In a way. It's kind of fanficky though, don't you think? Anyway, the last thread is here. Ayane rescues Tsumugi from the shrine, but the two are surrounded by creatures from the netherworld. Ayane takes Tsumugi with her and plans their escape. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to end the fucking game, finally. It's wash away. Let's go. Within the Shrine of the Ephemeral, Ayane locates Tsumugi and rescues her from the Black Water. Next step is a plan to escape. Surrounded by dark spirits, Ayane knows she has to think fast. And I think we know the perfect plan to get through this. It's a very flawless plan. It's dangerous here. We need to get out, fast. So how do we do that? We run. We run like motherfuckers and don't look goddamn back. And the game also immediately shortens our goddamn, like, stealth bar all the way to the bare minimum. Now, I didn't know where to go at first. I actually got a bit lost, because guess what? There's locked doors around here. But these ghosts are very, very easy to dodge, so I mean... yeah, it's being held by a powerful force. We have to go a certain path, and that certain path was this way. Past that fucker. Yeah, we're going to the big open area. And yeah, that's how much we get back from our bar on the right there. So that whole stealth mechanic, it's gone. It's fucking gone. I don't even think we can actually regain any of this bar in any way. So, you know. I managed to get past. We're not being chased so far, considering, you know, I have the bar still, so we can just attack these fuckers and get past them. And yeah, that works, and we get points out of it too. And now we can leave. Okay, there's a ghost above me. There is an item here I can get, though. I'll go ahead and grab it. There we go. And yeah, there's Tsumugi, who looks exactly like she would in the start menu she did way back. So, you know. See? So yeah. This is pretty much it. Just get past this one ghost up above me and that's it. Then we can leave. Yeah, besides that second part, a lot of this was very short. It was just the second part where it was a bit of a long one. But, yeah, go to the door and get the fuck out of there. And just in case you need the points, there is one more ink ball to your right here. This is usually where I think the Type 90 is. But this time, it literally just is a fucking ink bottle. Yeah. So yeah, the Type 90s kind of replace with ink bottles. And Tsumugi is getting confused. Anyway, that's it. That is the bonus chapter. Time for the end cutscene for this whole thing.
You're suffering because of your sister. She understands how you feel. I promise. She's your family. It might not seem like it now, but don't worry. She cares for you very deeply. That's what families are. People who care for one another. It's okay. You'll get stronger. I'll get strong.
And there you go. All I got was an S, but I still did it. And do I get anything for being the entirety of the bonus chapter? No. But 71% on episode completed and 99% archive completed. For me to get the archive, I would have to get Ren's other two endings. And to get the percentage for episode for 100%, I would have to go through every one of the playable chapters on Nightmare. I'm not fucking doing that. So yeah, that is Maiden to Blackwater. for the most part, I like the game. I like the mechanic of the camera and such. But as I said beforehand, the game has legitimately some downfalls. And, yeah, those downfalls really hurt this. Like, legitimately. Anyway, here are those costumes, by the way. We have all of Yuri's, so, you know, here's the white kimono, the Zero Suit Samus, the skull uniform, and also those accessories, the black glasses, which we can zoom up to. See? The Calico glasses, and the bunny ears and tail. Cause, you know, horny people. There's also, you know, Ren, who all we have right now is the kimono. I'm sure we get his other accessories if we were to, you know, do his other endings, but again, fuck that noise. And of course, Miyu, who has the white kimono, and the red glasses, and silver glasses, and the cat ears and cat tail. Again, I could get her one thing, which I'm guessing we get from being the whole thing a nightmare, but again, fuck you. Though I will show some stuff, in that this game did get re-released onto PC and other platforms way later on. Because the Wii U was dying out, the store was gonna die, getting this game was gonna be very, very impossible. I'm showing all the fucking ranks, by the way. But the game is out for anyone to play now on PC. And something I want to show is that if you were to pre-order this game, or even pre-order Fatal Frame 4, which got an English translation all officially, you get a bonus accessory. A very interesting one, in fact. The camera obscura being your head. It is so dumb. By the way, when this game came out for PC, it had a bit of an issue with the refresh rate, in that if you had the frame rate at a high rate, the game can't handle that, and it starts being too fast, which means the audio desyncs, and it becomes kind of unplayable. And I do mean that, because even the game itself becomes too fast for its own good. You'll hear that our player here, she'll talk too fucking fast and interrupt herself a lot. See? So yeah, this was a big problem. I feel it got patched out eventually, so it's all working properly now. But yeah, beforehand it was doing this shit, and I think the game is even very, very dark here. At least for Spike Stuff, who recorded this for me, compared to the Wii U. So there's that as well. But yeah, that's essentially it. You would play this on the mouse, and it would kind of use the same kind of control scheme as if you weren't using motion controls. But not only does Yuri have that camera obscura for a head, everyone does. So if you want to just ruin the cutscenes for yourself, make it more comedic for yourself, you can 100% fucking do that now, and it's worth it. But not only that, the re-release of this game got this shit. Bonus stuff. For 4 games. I repeat, 4. Have you noticed that Project 04 was not listed among those? You have the first game here. You have the Butterfly game there. You know, Crimson Butterfly, I think it was. You have the Tormented, Fatal Frame 3. And you have Maiden of Blackwater. You do not have the fucking Lunar Eclipse game on this entire thing. Spike Stuff also recorded this, so he showed me all the artwork. He didn't want to go through all the other shit, which, fair enough. But, yeah, you get to see pretty much a lot of just, like, the artworks and, like, you know, some special little snapshots of, like, the game or cutscenes or what have you. So that's neat. It's just throwaway shit for the most part, but it's there. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, I feel like they're trying to maybe, retcon Fatal Frame 4, but at the same time, they re-released Master Lunar Eclipse as well just recently. You can also play it now on PC and such with official English translation and I believe voice acting now. Beforehand, it was Japanese only. But not anymore. You can go through and actually play the fucking game with voice acting as well as subtitles in English, properly translated by the fucking official team. Which, you know, long time fucking coming. Let's be real here. But yeah, like, that's legitimately just... It's weird that they just omitted everything of Fatal Frame 4 from this entire bit here. My only guess is that all of the artwork snaps and shit, they're all in the re-release of Fatal Frame 4. Which Spikes does not have, I don't think. And he never recorded that shit, and I don't know if I can even confirm that. I'm sure someone can, but, you know, I don't care enough to look into it. And I've already been, like, Mass Lunar Eclipse beforehand with a Wii controller on a fucking Dolphin emulator. Which, by the way, amazing how I got that to work out in the end, considering the issues I had with that. But yeah, that's really it. Like, it's just this shit for the most part, and I'm gonna show you it all, because I usually always show the concept art in these games. And I mean, this kind of counts. So I thank Spike Stuff for giving me this footage. Because the Camera Obscura shit is funny as fuck. Let's be real here. But yeah. That's about it. Also, there are a few more costumes you can get now with this game on the PC and such. I'm not gonna bother showing it because it's not worth it. Like, I haven't even given you all the costumes in this version of the game, because it would require me to actually 100% the fucking game and play through it all over again on Nightmare difficulty. And again, fuck you. I'm not doing that. Anyway, I am so fucking sorry that this entire Let's Play took so long to finish. Like, because of this Let's Play, the channel had been dead for so long. And that should not have been the case. I will admit that. But man, like, I just wanted this done, because this was one I was actually a bit happy with. So, I legitimately wanted to give some time for this. I legitimately wanted to complete this, at least. Even though the Fear DLCs, they are... You know, they're gonna happen when October happens. That's still in the planned books. And it's just going to be the Fear DLC on this October. Okay? It's just going to be that. Both of them. Because I don't think I can get through the entirety of those and give you something more than that on October. I want to be rid of that so that I can move on to Fear 2, which I heard is a better experience in a way. And then on to Fear 3, in which there is a reason why I chose the Fear series to begin with. And Fear 3 is the reason. It's a good reason why. But, yeah. I have to get through Fear 1 and 2 first. And Fear 1 still has to be done with because of the DLC. Which, I fucking hate it. I fucking hate the DLC. Like, that and this game are what caused this channel to be dead for so long. For over a fucking year. From its usual fucking videos and such. All you were getting beforehand, like, I gave you the Grinch Let's Play for fucking December at least. I gave you something different. I gave you speedruns. I gave you, I think, a long play as well. But There was nothing else. Like, between all of that was just this game. It was just Maiden of Blackwater. Because it was the only game I could stomach through. Because I could not get myself to play more of Fear. I could not. I'm going to be forcing myself this time, when we get to October, but I genuinely could not force myself at that moment. And I knew that if I did, it would just fuck up everything. And what's worse is I had to do a whole lot more shit. I had to cancel complete and utter projects in the middle of that as well, just so I can be able to regrow myself back into having the courage and the enthusiasm and the fucking energy to do shit like this again. Like, I couldn't even fucking draw anymore at that point. I could barely do anything. It was that fucking slow of a process. And now I'm working. Now I have a fucking job, which is making time a challenge for me. But here we are. I'm finding the time, and I'm making this work. And here's the Tormented, which is, I think, genuinely the worst game to me. Like, Fatal Frame 1, I like, in a way. Fatal Frame 2 is a gorgeous game, and has an interesting story to it. Fatal Frame 4 is unique and weird as fuck, and a worthy experience. It just has way too much rating. And of course the motion controls can be a pain in the ass, but you have the PC port now. You can get around that. And of course, this game, which, it's literally a fight between just this game, I think, and this one, Tormented. Like, even then, Project, like Maiden of Blackwater fucking wins in that fight. Because Maiden of Blackwater is genuinely just more enjoyable in many ways, even if it has its really bad moments. And all the main characters, I did not mind. Miyu was the worst one, but that's because of Miku. They fucked Miku up. They genuinely did. But Miyu herself was fine. Yuri was good, and for once, compared to this game, compared to the first game, compared to the fourth game, when it comes to male characters in this fucking series, Ren Hojo wins. Ren fucking won. He was not a bitch. He did not die. He was not a pathetic loser. Like, Ren was enjoyable. His only downside is that he was so fucking, like, book heavy. Which was a problem in the fucking fourth game. But it was not as extensively bad as the fucking fourth game was about it. Like, I even made a fucking joke of that. Where I was legitimately showing you me speed drawing, me reading the shit to Bubsy Bobcat, as a fucking joke in the middle of reading, like, what was it, like 7-8 pages of fucking, like, shit? Like, how much was it? Like, it was like 14 or something? Like, it was so much. It was so much. It was too much. It was overkill. But yeah, that's really it. That is, Project Zero. That's Fatal Frame. That is this entire series. There's only one game left, and it's, like, I am currently saying that the Tormented is the worst in the series. while entirely ignoring the 3DS game Spirit Camera. Because once we do get the Spirit Camera, if ever, that is gonna win first place at being the worst in the series, no matter what. Like, no matter how much I hated the third game, and how much of a fuckhead it was, and how much its characters just kinda were bland or sucked ass, and how much the game was too much of an asshole towards you, like, disregarding all of that, Spirit Camera is terrible in so many ways. It is such a shit game in the series. It is embarrassing. And I am not alone on that, because many agree that it is a bad 3DS game and a bad Fatal Frame game. It is genuine garbage. I gotta find a 3DS first off, though, and a 3DS that has the capture mod on it. Which, I got lucky with the DS to give you Tony Hawk motion and shit. It's going to be a fucking fight and an expense to get a 3DS. Genuinely. Hell, getting a DS with the capture mod and everything is easier and cheaper than getting a fucking 3DS, where you have less games, it has more gimmicky shit to it, and all I'm gonna end up playing is like a very small amount of games, including fucking Spirit Camera, which is gonna be dog shit. I can't even really emulate it, I don't think, because it's a game that kind of requires a real-life area. And what's worse is that, like, I don't even know how it would even work with an emulator, considering. Like, the way it's built, the way it is, I just don't know how I would make it work with a fucking emulator, like Citra or whatever, so I kind of have to get a 3DS. Much like with Motion, I had to get a DS for that. I hate it. I hate it so much. But for the time being, Fatal Frame Project Zero is done. Because until I get that, or until a brand new game happens, that's it for this series for me. And you know, who fucking knows at this point? Considering the re-releases of this and fucking Master Lunar Eclipse, Project 06 could still happen at this point. It's on the table now. They're giving their attention and time to re-releasing these games, and even putting the effort in to actually translating the fourth game and bringing it outside of Japan. You know? If they're going that far, then there's a good chance they may actually be interested in making a fucking 6th game happen in this series. And they'll probably make it Switch exclusive, considering this game and the previous one. But, for the most part, if it happens, I will look forward to it. Because I do like the series. Even if it has its downfalls, I do like it. But for now, that is it. That is Project Zero. That is Man in the Blackwater. Next time, we're going back to normal, regular uploads. Thank fuck. Thank you for watching. And I will see you all next time in a new Let's Play. See you then.